Hello guys. So today was crazy, like crazy. I know I say that every time, but I feel like today topped the cake, or whatever that phrase is. Yeah, on November 30th we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini in Sagittarius season. Full moons are all about releasing, but particularly with the lunar eclipse, it's about things coming to light. Okay, like things being revealed in order to be released. So you can, if you haven't started feeling it already, you can probably expect to be feeling things that you haven't thought about or felt in a while. It's like an emotional purge, okay, if you want to put it simply. Also, you guys, obstacles are a heavy you're going to be facing a lot of obstacles. Like, think of it, those who watch my channel and know I love like the medical and the gym analogies. It just like fuels my soul. But think of it like as if you and a friend were at the gym, all right? And your friend happens to be your spirit guides and your ancestors, okay, who are guiding you on your path. Imagine if you were like, or if they said, "Wow, I see you've been doing those unilateral bent over rows with 20 pounds for a couple months now. Let's see if you can do 25 pounds, right?" That's what this is. They're just, think of it as, you've been doing the reps, you've been getting stronger, and it's time to go up in weight. That's the simplest way to put it, okay? Are you gonna integrate everything that you've learned and experienced on your path, okay, to make progress forward? That's the simplest way I can put it. It's just, the divine is just adding more weight to your reps, all right? And this is to build strength, you guys. It is, but it's also about being vulnerable and exploring like the deepest, darkest parts of your shadow that still need to be healed, okay, on a deeper level, like a deep level in particular. And also Gemini is all about communication, and so this is like a major throat chakra healing, but also in regard to messages, I think of the Eight of Wands in tarot, which is like getting like some type of communication or message, right? So if you're intuitive or you experience a lot of synchronicities, that will be heightened at this time. If you see spirits, that will be heightened at this time. If you astral travel, that will be heightened at this time. Anything having to do with like the metaphysical aspect of your journey will be heightened at this time, but also just downloads in general, or synchronicities, or realizations, epiphanies, if you don't know what I'm referring to about the metaphysical aspect. So yeah, basically, are you ready to use what you've learned and have this like massive, it's like a deep clean. That's what this full moon lunar eclipse is. So I put these cards here just to represent the energy. This one, and this is from the Moonology Oracle cards. But yeah, this one, it is about a surrender, you guys. Okay, this one says full moon, surrender to the divine. Yes. It is a surrender. And when you think you've surrendered completely, no, there's still more that you can surrender to, okay? And this will expose this astrological event will expose what that is to you very clearly. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Yes, this is about that communication, okay? And then full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. Yeah. And North Node. So particularly for people with a North Node in Gemini who are all about getting to the truth. They're all about truth. if your North Node is in Gemini, you're going to be affected by this in a different way. All right, truth is going to be like a heavy thing for everyone, but particularly if your North Node is in Gemini. All right, it's like seeing things crystal clearly. And it's going to be like that. All right. Yeah, pretty intense stuff. So, yeah, let's see. I don't know if you guys remember, but over the past couple collective videos that I've done, not like the zodiac ones, but the other ones, I've been having these visions of like progressively of the bird in the cage, and then the bird with the door open, and then the bird leaving the cage. Now the divine has shut, now that you're out of the cage, the divine has shut the door behind you. There's no going back. There's no going back. And that's a good thing, you guys, I promise you, okay? It's to force us out of our comfort zone and not being able to go back in. And as I was having that download, my dad was talking to me, and he was saying that, he was talking about how he's from Italy, and he was talking about how his internal script is in Italian, but a week and a half ago, it switched to English. And he's like, I guess I've just been in the States for so long that my internal script just switched to English recently. And he came to the States in like 1978, so it took him that long. But yeah, that's a huge, it's like he would talk, even though he spoke English all the time here to people, in his head he would still revert to that Italian dialect, because that's what he knew, that's what he was comfortable with. And as I was having that download, he was saying that to me, and I was like, my goodness, yeah, this is completely about getting out of your comfort zone, particularly if your North Node is in Gemini, right? And there's the cage door is shutting behind you. There's no going back. Once you have these epiphanies and realizations, it's going to be huge and change your complete way of thinking, which is a good thing, you guys. It's good for our beliefs to change, right? With new knowledge and integrating that. It's just like adding heavier weights, okay, at the gym. This is for strength. So obviously the strength card is coming to mind. The Eight of Wands to represent that communication. The Moon card, which represents fear, surpassing your fear, to step outside your comfort zone, facing your fears, right? It's that surrender. That's surrender, because fear is an illusion, right? So yeah, you're gonna, basically, these obstacles that are in your way are tests. They're tests, so to show you what you still need to work on. And this has been a repeated theme every now and then over the past couple months, depending on the astrological events, but this one in particular is to get to that deep shadow work, like the darkest, dustiest corners of your being, okay? To heal it, to have it come to light and to heal it. So yeah, as I was thinking about how all these obstacles are coming into play, and how it's like adding more weights to your reps at the gym, song number 8 came on my random playlist, and the song title was Pass It. You're gonna pass these obstacles, right? Yes, with the knowledge and the wisdom, or the knowledge that you've gained, to integrate it as wisdom into your life. These are the tests, okay? And song number 8 is this the Strength card in tarot. Also the Lovers card, just because the full moon is in Gemini, and the Tower card is coming to mind, because it's like a complete crumbling away of what was to build something stronger. And the Hanged Man, because of the surrender. It's being vulnerable. That's really important with these astrological events, okay? So yeah, being vulnerable is like allowing your breakdowns to become breakthroughs, right? Because then think of a muscle fiber. When you do increase your weight, why you get sore after is because the muscle fiber tears from the tension. And then it repairs stronger, that's a breakdown to become a breakthrough, for increased strength, for progress, okay? So think of it just like that, just like a muscle fiber breaking under tension from the increased weight to come back together stronger. That's the simplest way I can put it. All right, so yeah, I put these cards just to represent the energy. I'm gonna use Alice in Wonderland Oracle first. All right, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. It's insane, the energy's insane. Like, be careful what you wish for, you guys, seriously, because the downloads that I've been getting have been so intense. Like, I've never experienced anything like it. Like, it's exciting, but also don't let it get to you, okay? Remember to stay grounded, all right? That really helped me. So yeah, you can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. As I was saying that, they're confirming, yes, grounding. But also, the cage door is shut behind you. There's no going back, all right? And a moment's regret, nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. There's no going back. This is a waste of energy. It's good to think back to learn the lesson, but don't ruminate, right? This is like that Five of Cups energy, like that feeling of like regret. But it's also about that perspective shift, because if the guy would just turn around, he would see that there's two full cups. He's looking at, in the Five of Cups card in tarot, he's looking at 3 cups that have spilled over. And behind him, if he would just turn around, there's 2 full cups right behind him. It's a perspective shift. And you can't go back to yesterday. The cage door is closed, all right? Divinely. This is all about movement forward. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience, rejection of perpetual youth. Yeah. So Alice, what this card is about is that Alice basically realized that if she was to stay a kid forever, she would never be able to learn from her experience of growing. And so she wanted to grow old so that she could gain the experiences and the life lessons in order to utilize them. This is a perfect card to come out first. It's totally backing up the messages that I've been receiving, that I explained in the intro. Okay. So yeah, growing up, that's what this is. The little baby bird being kicked out of the nest and the cage door is shut behind. There's no going back, all right? You're gonna learn things that are gonna shift your perspective, all right? And belong to your own dream, create your own life. Yeah, this is about movement forward and also being in your highest self energy, because that's what will be reflected back to you. Not immediately, it does take time, you guys. When you're manifesting, it's not instant, so don't get discouraged. Just keep embodying that, and that will be returned to you, okay? But yeah, create your own life. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. This is the energy that I'm getting from it right now. This is about you, about your growth, about your path. It's going to be completely individualized for everyone. And this is at the heart of the reading, and this is the energy I'm getting it from it right now. This is about, going within and dealing with those dark, dusty corners that have been neglected or overlooked or not dealt with as deep, on a deep level as they should be, okay? Yeah, forget who you are. Card number 41. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Yeah. This is stepping out of your comfort zone. That's where the growth is, right? North Node, in particularly if it's in Gemini, stepping out of that comfort zone. I was specifically talking about that in my intro. Conditioning falls away. You're going to be able to see through a lot, you guys. A lot. And you see there's a lot of fiery energy in this too. That's that Sagittarius. We're in Sagittarius season, right? And this full moon, even though it's in Gemini, it's in Sagittarius season. There's going to be a lot of that fiery energy. You may, especially when faced with these triggers, it may create some irritability or hostility, so try to watch out for that, okay? Yeah. But also you guys, Yeah, conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Forget who you are. That's completely being reestablished. Completely. Yeah. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. I'm not going to pull this one, but it's going to be that quick change, exactly like I was talking about. I think that was even the words that I used, but I'm not going to take that one. Whoa. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness. That's why they didn't. I'm like, why don't they want me to take this one? It's perfect. And they're like, no, pull again. In my head, that's what I heard. So yeah, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Exactly. Exactly. Also, you see how there's two animals here? That's like the twins in Gemini. And do you see how it's the white and black? This card is so freaking perfect. I totally understand why they didn't. I'm like, that other card was perfect. This is even better. And that's such a huge analogy for what this is like. It's like, when you think you have surrendered, no, you can surrender more. And guess what? The outcome is even better. Wow, you guys. That's a huge, huge message right there. Huge. But yeah, this is like, imagine like the yin yang, right? Like our light and shadow side, and the shadow side coming to the surface. And be thankful for this, you guys. Be thankful. It's all in your perspective. It's all in your perspective. Okay? She could be upset that she got these two little like skunk thingies as pets, instead of like two cute puppies or something. But no, she's still thankful. She's still thankful. This is so perfect for the light and shadow and the twins, and what I was saying about regardless of the conditions, it's how you look at it, right? Be thankful, because it's through adversity that we're able to really tell like what we're capable of, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, what do we need to work on, who are we, right? You know, but there's always more to know. You are a vast, extremely deep being. Okay? And that's what this is. It's going to show sides of you that you never could have imagined. And this is so that you can step into your higher self energy even more. This is for ascension, you guys. It is. There's no question. Nature communication. Yep. That's what this astrological event is. Absolutely. Flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. Yes. All right? Yes. That's the overall energy. And also, I was talking a lot about messaging, all right, and synchronicities. So elemental messengers, that completely ties into that too, right? All right, let me clarify with tarot here. So Four of Swords, rest, rejuvenation, reflect. Yeah. And then also, I like how this person is lying parallel. So the one sword represents an epiphany, truth, clarity. It's like you're laying right on top of it. It's gonna, multiple truths. I've never gotten this message from this card before. This is the message that's coming right now. Multiple truths are gonna be revealed about yourself. So take time for self-care. That's heavily reflected here, okay? And then the Emperor, this is about having healthy boundaries so that you're not just trying to please everyone and losing your sense of self, but also, because this is in reverse, remember, this is the time for self-care. They're confirming yes, but also the Emperor is about leadership, right? So you have to recharge in order to you have to recharge self in order to continue to be a leader, all right? For whatever your mission is on your path. It's going to be completely individualized for everyone. But also how I'm seeing this is like this is letting go of control, because the Emperor is about, like, he oversees everything and controls everything. This is the surrender. This is the surrender, you guys. Releasing that, right? Being vulnerable, surrendering to the divine. Okay, I surrender. When you think you have it all under wraps and everything's good, that's what this full moon is. It's going to flip everything, all right? You're going to have a lot of truths revealed or have a lot of epiphanies. You're going to be able to see very, very clearly through messages. So yeah, I don't know if flowers or like how I'm taking fairy on this nature communication card is actually a butterfly for some reason. So butterflies may be a symbol for you, but yeah, elemental messengers, you guys are getting synchronicities. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Oops. Whoa, okay, Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is about an offering of emotions. Oh my gosh, I have my heater on here and it's like dying. Let me turn it off really quick. Oh my gosh, I just got like super hot. Whew, okay. Yeah, so Knight of Cups, this is about an offering of emotions. I feel like this is about honesty too, you guys, but also about apology. But I feel like this, what I was specifically talking about here with experience and gaining strength, because this kind of looks like a lion to me, even though I know it's the Cheshire Cat, but it's kind of an atypical one. But yeah, I feel like this is the divine saying, you know, how I was using that gym analogy, like, hey, you've been doing that, you know, that 20 pounds for a while now, for a couple months. Why don't you try 25 to build that strength? That's how I'm seeing this, that honest communication, okay? About a message. And then also the Hermit, yeah, I was talking about going within, doing that self-reflection internally. That's exactly what the Hermit card is. It's not all must-have prizes, right? It's having healthy boundaries right now, so that you can truly, truly surrender. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it may require some of this, the Hermit, okay? And Five of Wands has to do with a lot of conflict, and the wands represent fire in tarot, so it's a lot of that fiery, passionate, you know, is obstacles. Look at this guy, how many people he's having to like fight off, right? These are the obstacles. But it has to do, yeah, it may trigger some of that like irritability, defensiveness. Feel it and release it, guys. Feel it, don't suppress it, okay? Knight of Wands. This is about passion and quick movement. This is that fiery energy that I was talking about. That the energy's moving super quickly, and it's also about your passions. You're gonna learn things about yourself, but also, you guys, how I'm taking this actually both ways, because this can mean like starting something quickly and stopping it just as quickly. It's kind of like non-committal. So I'm also seeing this like this. Like, be committed to your process, right? Don't just like, if you feel something, don't just be like, oh yeah, okay. Like actually deal with it. Because it came right after this card. Like, actually deal with it, all right? Go within so that it can be released. You have the energy of these astrological events supporting you like heavily at this time. So use it to your advantage, okay? And the Hangman here at the bottom, that's not a coincidence. So I'm going to take that one because this is clarifying, forget who you are. It's that complete perspective shift. And this guy hung himself by his own will. He chose. He's like, I don't know why I'm like thinking about this a lot and getting the same result. So he tied himself upside down so that he could see things differently. Okay? He's here because he chose to be. It's a complete perspective shift. And this is being vulnerable. All right, so that you can hear the messages. That's when you can hear the messages from the divine of what's being communicated to you. See the overall energy communication? That's exactly what I was talking about in my intro, right? Yes. This is what is needed to hear the messages, to hear the synchronicities, to get the accurate downloads. And this is right under forget who you are. That's so freaking perfect, you guys. These readings always blow my mind. Always. Page of Wands, yeah. The Moon, of course. Yep, the Moon. Look at this. And this is, you guys, these readings are, okay, yes, the Moon card. That's what I was talking about, right? Things being illuminated, stepping past your fears, or stepping out, sorry, let me restart that. Stepping out of your comfort zone to face that fear, Okay, manage to be glad, be thankful for these lessons. Also things coming to light, because this represents secrets, fear, and intuition. Like this, it means that the secrets have been exposed. Okay, and there's no fear. All right, so be thankful for this so that we can recognize it in order to turn it like this. But also your intuition will be heightened at this time. That's also what I was talking about in the intro, about like the downloads and like seeing spirits and telepathic communication, all that stuff. It's going to be heightened. It's going to be different for everyone. But yeah, those are some examples of what may be heightened at this time. And of course, the overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So he is the master of his emotions. He is. He's the king, right? Because it goes Page, Knight, Queen, King. The king, he's the master of his emotions. That's what this is for. That's what this is for. So things can be illuminated, right? On what still triggers us and that we're non-committal about. And I'm mostly talking about being committed to yourself, because this is what this is clarifying, right? All must have prizes. So if you're like trying to make everyone happy, you're just in and out. You're not going to be able to give your full attention and commitment, right? So this is what we want, to focus on yourself right now and be committed to you, to your process, for your growth, so that you can deal with these deep, dark, dusty corners. That's what the Hermit is for, right? Shedding light on those deep, dark corners. Yeah. Of emotions that we may not have been dealing with. See where the light is going? To the cup of emotions. And we started with the Knight of Cups, and we're ending with the King. That's the transition process, okay? All right. Devil and Angel. It's that light and shadow. Devil and Angel. It's that light and shadow, and integrating that, right? Both sides of the coin are the same side. Everything is one. Integrating it for that perfect balance. And your essence for that perfect balance. This is stepping into your highest self energy. All right. And if you were already in your power, it's going to be even more. Like, you're going to be revealed things that you never even knew you were capable of. Or have realizations about things that were like cloudy for a long time. The fog is being lifted, basically. Yep, detox, purge. First card out. This is exactly what I was talking about in the intro with that deep cleanse. This is perfect. And water. This has to do with your emotions. 100%. Yes. Okay. Divine Feminine. This is about healing the feminine energy. This has been coming up a lot. If you guys remember in my past collectives, it was kind of in the upcoming energy. Now it's in the recent past. This is like turning the page of a book with these collective readings. This is now in the recent past. Still, revisiting things in regard, whether you're masculine energy or feminine energy watching this, it doesn't matter. We all embody both, right? That yin yang. And this was being healed in the recent past, okay? Seeking the light. Yeah. This is what has to be revealed. Seeking the light, see? Seeking the light. This has to be revealed in order to move forward. It has to. This shadow side, all right? It has to. In order to integrate it properly. And Deja Vu, these just keep coming off the bottom, you guys. You've been in this situation before, yeah. And so again with the flower, that was like what I was getting from this card too, okay? But yeah, because right under this, sorry, I couldn't read it for a second. Keeping up, immense effort, advance. This is for movement forward, keeping up. And you see the time has been really funny, you guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. It's been really weird, time has been. It's about those bifurcating timelines and timeline shifting, because things are like changing so rapidly and life paths are being altered and things. So time has been really funny. But yeah, deja vu, you've been in this before. So you guys may be having more deja vu moments, or you will be soon, as the energy, as November 30th approaches, okay? More, I should say. But you've been in this before, so change your perspective, right? Because you can recognize the cycles now. My guess is, I'm pretty sure you guys can recognize the cycles. You've done this before. It's just on a deeper level. That's all this is. It's adding, you've done the reps, right? With that 20-pound weight, it's just now doing it with 25. That's what this is, okay? And your essence came up again. Yeah, this is so that you can move past your fear, out of your comfort zone, to step into your highest self-power, and even more so if you already have been, if you've already stepped into your power, it's to clean out those deep dark corners. All right, this is for your essence. Sound bowl vibration. So this does help with grounding, you guys. I know that there's a lot of videos on YouTube that has this, if it helps you, because I was talking a lot about grounding in the beginning, in the intro. So yeah, especially with all these crazy downloads and heightened intuition and synchronicities, right? This may help to ground you. Okay, so that's a recommendation. Wow, this reading is really, really cool. And then I'm gonna get some affirmators, just because this is gonna be a really, really tough time for a lot of people. So I really like I love affirmators. I wrote these, you guys, myself, because I couldn't find any that I really truly resonated with. But yeah, journey without fear. This is about, moving past your fear, stepping out of your comfort zone, and it is a journey, right? It's part of your journey. And then any earth under my feet becomes a castle. Yeah, so this has to do with the Hanged Man perspective shift and about dealing with those obstacles. You've done this before. You know what to do. All right? And if not, if you're still concerned or don't really have a clear answer, do that rest and reflection and meditation, and maybe try this. This is a heavy message because it came out in a collective reading, which means a lot of us need to ground right now. All right, I specifically talked about that in my intro. All right, let's see. I'm open to receive the messages the universe is sending me. Yes. Yes, this is all about communication. This is about being able to receive the messages with this Hanged Man when you're vulnerable, right? Allowing your breakdowns to become breakthroughs, so that it's like that muscle fiber breaking and repairing stronger, right? And also message communication is heavily represented with this full moon lunar eclipse, guys. I will not settle. Yep. I will not settle. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, right? That's pretty straightforward. I am my own healer. Yes. This is at the heart. All must have prizes. Remember, trying to please everyone. This is in reverse. I am my own healer. You are the only one that can do your shadow work, particularly like, it's going to be a deep emotional purge. I am my own healer. Okay. And this is on 8 of Pentacles. I wrote it on the 8 of Diamonds for a reason. The 8 of Pentacles is about doing the work. And also, it's also about being in alignment in your divine truth, mind, body, soul. That's when you heal. Right? That's your essence, your divine truth, mind, body, soul. In stillness, I'm able to receive. You guys, you can't make this up. This is clarifying the Hanged Man. In stillness, I'm able to receive. Could this message be any more clear? That's a significant message. And then on the bottom here, gratitude fuels my inspiration. Gratitude. gratitude. All right. And this is under manage to be glad. You guys, these are very specific messages, completely backing up what I was talking about in the beginning. Gratitude fuels my inspiration. And that's also what this is. Pursuing your passions with energetic determinations is the text definition of this card. Okay. Yeah. That's under manage to be glad. Okay. And then renew, restore, and breathe. Yeah, that's what this is, a renewal and restoration. I was specifically talking about the muscle fibers being restored to be stronger and how grounding is going to be really important. Okay, so try this if you haven't. It really helps with grounding, or do whatever tactics you normally do for grounding, but also just remember to breathe, guys. It's super insane energy, super insane. So, all right. I hope that helps you guys get through these energies, and I'll check in with you in a couple of days. It'll probably be Tuesday is my guess. So hang in there until then, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.